Rating is temporary, but glory is forever. In this position, white might consider resigning to the crushing rating of infinity that black has. Black has a knight and a queen against a rook and a knight. At first it seems like white can pick up this knight, but then we're going to lose our own knight, and now this is simply lost. And some of you might consider going knight to c6 check, force the king to move, and then pick up this knight. But let me tell you something, if there's a rating difference of infinity between your opponent and you, it doesn't really matter if the endgame is drawn, you are going to lose it. So it seems like the hero is hopeless, and he should just give up in this position. But the hero knows that rating is just a number, and when we look at this position, we all see the same pieces and the same moves. And so he finds a first, very precise move, and a brilliant sacrifice. Rook b4, offering the rook as a gift to the supervillain. But of course, if the rook is taken, knight to c6 check is going to follow, with a fork. And after the king moves, this is now winning for white, since white has more pawns and they are better coordinated. And the villain soon realizes that he doesn't have many squares to go to. This is defended, all of these are defended. If he goes here, there is going to be another fork, and so he decides to go to c8. Now he has access to this very long diagonal and this entire row. But the rook is not scared, and it keeps chasing this queen with rook to b8, re-sacrificing itself. Again, the rook cannot be taken because of a fork, and surprisingly, almost every single square on this diagonal is taken, so the queen has to go to h3. But the rook has no intention to let go. Rook to h8, another sacrifice. This time if the rook is taken, there will be a fork on g6, and this entire row is defended by the pawns and the knight. But the supervillain has no intention to let go that easily, and he decides to cover the attack with knight to h4. Now the queen is defended. Or is she? This is just an illusion. The rook can still take the knight. The rook is untouchable due to another fork. But since the rook has left the corner, now the queen is able to go back all the way to c8. And it almost seems like the queen is making an escape. White is not giving up, and he comes back. Rook to h8. The queen has to go to b7. But now, after one last sacrifice, rook to b8, there is simply no place to hide. The entirety of this row is taken by the rook. These squares are defended, and so is this one. And in both of these squares, there will be a fork with the knight, meaning that white is going to be able to win the queen and the game. If you're a chess player, you might want to check out Chess Mind AI. Test their Chess GPT quiz, and you might become the next chess hero.